hence I've tried to take a very big question. It has a lot of paths. There are 9 paths to this particular question, but this question, if it is clear to you, your PNC is 60% done already. Okay, so take 2, 3, 4 minutes, try to solve individual parts, and then we will discuss this. We'll spend 15-20 minutes discussing this entire question. Fair? Start. And you can keep on solving and then answer me later on after 5 minutes once you're done with all the 9 parts. And this is advanced level PNC now. Okay. So yeah, let's see how many of you can do it. Maybe I think a better way would be, let's do the first part first. Let's do one part at a time. So first of all, let's do first part. Everyone, should not take you more than 15 seconds now.
96.
Good. Good, Rohit. Awesome. Very good, yeah. Janvi, Anurag, 7 students have done it. Others, just try to comment if you've done it. Very simple, right? 4-digit numbers. First position. I have 4 digits which can take the first position. 0 to 1 is it could be either 2, 3, 5, 8. Repetition is not allowed. So if I have chosen 1 out of 5 digits, leftover is 4. So for the second digit, maybe let me try to draw this so that you understand कि हम हवा में नहीं बातें कर रहे हैं. You have to form a 4-digit number, right? यहाँ पे you have 4 digits because 0 नहीं आ सकता. It could be either of it. 1 has already come, so the remaining 4-digit numbers can come here. This is 4, this is 3, and this is 2. So 4 into 4 into 3 into 2, which is nothing but 96. This is clear to everyone why the answer to first question should be 96. You have to form a 4-digit number, right? And repetitions are not allowed. So in that case, out of these 5 digits, in what percentage of numbers would it be even? Or for any 4-digit to be the even, what should be the unit digit? It has to be either 0, because if the unit digit is even, then the number is even. If the unit digit is not even, then the number won't be even. Even is nothing but a number that is divisible by 2. So it could be either 0, could be either 2, or it could be 8. If the unit digit is either 0, either 2, or either 8, then this number would be even. If it is 3 or if it is 5, then this number won't be divisible by 2. So this number is not going to be even at all. Okay? So either what we can do is, we know कि total numbers कितने थे? Total numbers were 96. So if we have to calculate even, we'll have to solve 2 cases. Case number 1, when the unit digit is 0. If the unit digit is 0, how many numbers are now possible? So 0 is like already gone. You have 4 digits now. Out of 4 digits, here you have 4 options. If you put 1, here you'll have 3 options. If you put 1 more, you'll have 2 options. So in total, you will have 24 possibilities for numbers ending with 0. Okay. Now, second case could be that the number is not ending with 0. It is ending with either 2 or 8. It could either end with 2 or it could end with 8. Let's only talk about one case when the number is like ending with 2. If the number is ending with 2, 2 is gone, right? So you only have options 0, 3, 5, and 8. Now out of this, you have 4 digits, but here only 3 digits can come because 0 can't come. Okay? If 1 has already come, the leftover is 3 and the leftover is 2. So 3 into 3 into 2 is 18. You have 18 numbers which are ending with either 2 or 8. But because it could be either 2 or it could be either 8, we'll have to multiply this by 2. Right? Why? Because there are 18 numbers which end with 2. Similarly, there would be 18 numbers which would end with 8. Right? So because you have 2 possibilities for this number, the total answer has to be multiplied by 2. So this is 36. And hence the net answer is nothing but 36 plus 24, 60. So you have 60 such numbers that are even. Okay. But this is just, yeah, some question.
Yes, sir. सर इसी क्वेश्चन में अगर हम 2 और 8 के पास जो डिजिट है वहां से सोचना स्टार्ट करते हैं कि वहां पे we could have 4 possibilities, then we could have 3 and then last में तो we can't have 0, so we'll have one possibility only.
Good doubt, मुस्कान. See, मैं बताता हूँ कि why do we not do that? ठीक है, उससे you will always have wrong answers. Why? Because so what you're saying is, let's say we have two numbers 0, 3, 2 and 1. We have 4 digits. Abhi what I'm saying is you have 4 ways here. Sorry, you have 3 ways here. You have 3 ways here. You have 2 ways here. You have 1 way here. This makes sense. What you're doing is that would not make sense, because if you start from here, ठीक है, यहाँ पे you can have 4 digits. यहाँ पे you can have 3 digits. यहाँ पे you can have 2 digits. यहाँ के लिए the only option that is left out is 1. But again, इसमें ना मुस्कान बहुत सारे केसेस होंगे कि when you said यहाँ पे 4 डिजिट है, अगर 0 यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी आया या 0 नहीं आया, अगर 0 आ गया then you are sorted, but if the 0 did not come here, then this entire case is not possible at all. ठीक है, so because 0 का प्रॉब्लम आएगा, 0 cannot come here, and hence you always start from the leftmost position and not rightmost. Rightmost में हमेशा आंसर गलत आएगा every time if you have a 0.
Okay, sir.
Clear? So always start from the leftmost, because first of all you will have to get away with that 0 वाला constraint कि 0 तो यहाँ आ ही नहीं सकता, बचे हुए 3 डिजिट है तो यहाँ 3 ही आएंगे. अब चाहे 3 आए, चाहे 5 आए, चाहे 8 आए, once a digit is placed here, then you don't have any constraint for the subsequent position, so you can apply PNC.
Right.
But this was, so how many of you have solved it using the same method that I discussed? Chinmay, okay. Others? Fair. I can see 5, 6, 7, 8 students. Majority of you have solved it using this. Is there any student who solved it via some other method? Okay. See, one method तो वो है ही जो हमने discuss किया है, right? There could be one more method कि यार हमें पता है कि total number of cases is what? 96, right? So subtract all the odd digit numbers. So या तो even निकाल लो या फिर odd निकाल लो. Even में there were 3 digits, 0, 2 and 8. Ideally time उतना ही लगता है because 2 and 8 is symmetrical. But one way to do this could have been कि यार तुम सीधा 96 में से odd numbers subtract करो. Now in how many cases would you have an odd numbers? For this to be add, for this 4-digit number to be an odd number, it has to be either 3 or 5, right? Which means either of it. Say for example, this is 3. So for this particular position, you have to, now for example, this 3 is gone. So out of 4 digit, you have 3 options here. यहाँ पे 3 हो गया. Once this is done, you have 3 options here, and then you will have 2 options here, right? So in total, you have 18 possibilities for numbers ending with 3. Similarly, you will have 18 possibilities for number ending with 5. So you will multiply this by 2. This is 36. So this could have been much faster कि 96 में से 36 numbers तो odd है. All you have to do is just subtract odd numbers. So the answer is 96 minus 36, which is 60. ठीक है? Because even करोगे, then you'll have to make 2 cases कि यार 0 end में है या 0 end में नहीं है. But if you do odd, you don't have to make any cases. एक simple case में you will be able to find the total number of odd numbers and then subtract. Total minus odd is my even. Clear सबको? Yes, no, guys? Then we'll move forward.
Yes.
Chalo, if this is clear, let's see how many of you can crack question number 3rd. Again, you have to go back to the divisibility rule of 4. Can anyone for every other student tell us when is a number divisible by 4?
The last 2 digits are divisible by 4.
Good. So the last 2 digits of a number is divisible by 4, then the number is said to be divisible by 4. Of these even, total हमारे पास 60 even numbers थे. पूछे कि 60 में से कितने नंबर है जो 4 से divisible नहीं है. How many of these numbers are not divisible by 4? So we are still talking about a 4-digit number only. I want the numbers that are not divisible by 4. So ideally, it could be anything. If the number is divisible by, like, we don't know that when is a number not divisible by 4, but when we definitely know is when is a number divisible by 4. So we'll first of all find कि यार 60 में से इतने numbers are divisible by 4, and then we'll subtract them to find how many numbers are not divisible by 4. And please pay attention that this question is asking about the numbers that are not divisible by 4. Okay? So I think majority of you guys are doing it right. Ki first of all, you'll start making cases the last two digits have to be divisible by 4. So again, we'll have to start from like very basic. 0, 2, 3, 5, 8, right? So what all could be the last two digits, which means how many two-digit numbers here are divisible by 4? It could be what? If I'm keeping 0 here, agar yahan 0 hai, then this has to be 0, 2 is not divisible, 3, 5 is not divisible. So it has to be 0, 8. 0 is gone. Next immediate number is 2. So I'll keep 2 here. 2 ke saath yahan pe 0 can come. 20 is divisible by 4. Again, 28 is divisible by 4. Then 30 is not divisible by 4, but 32 is divisible by 4. 38 is not divisible by 4. Then again, if it is 5, 50 is not divisible. 52 is divisible. 58 again is not divisible. If it is 8, 80 is divisible. That's it. Again, 82 is not divisible, right? So these are the only 6 cases of last two digits. If the last two digits is either of these 6 digits, 6 numbers, then the number would be divisible by 4. Any questions here? कि सर ये क्या किया, कैसे किया, समझ नहीं आया? Please ask me right now. Then we'll move forward. Clear है सबको ये अभी तक? Everyone, Rohit, this is making sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So now we'll have to start calculating here how many 4 digits number are there, right? So again, abhi tak in our experience, all of you know that the problem with PNC only is handling 0. So one case when these 2 digits already have 0, second case when these 2-digit numbers do not have 0. Okay? So let's consider one case. Let's say the last 2-digit numbers are 0 and 8. Okay? Let's only talk about this particular case right now. So you had 5 digits, out of which you have already used 2. 0 and 8 is already consumed. Now you're left with 3 digits, right? Which means here you can have 3 digits and here you can have 2 digits because numbers are not repeatable. You can't repeat the digits. So in total, you will have 6 possibilities. 3 into 2, 6 possibilities for numbers ending with 0 and 8. Similarly, can I say कि 0, 8, 2, 0 and 8, 0 mein there would be exactly same cases because 0 is already consumed. So 6 for this, 6 for this, 6 for this, and hence it has to be 6 into 3 to sort of cover for each of these 3 cases. So this is 18, right? Let's talk about the second case when the last 2 digit is say 2 and 8, jahan 0 abhi nahi hai. So if 2 and 8 is done, 2 is gone, 8 is gone, the leftover digits are 3. Topmost position mein I can't keep 0, so the only available options are 2. If I've consumed 1, I'm left with 2 digits. So the total number of available options are 2. So in total, I have 4 ways, but again, 4 ways for each of these 3. So in total, it is nothing but 4 into 3, which is nothing but 12, right? So in total, I will have 18 plus 12, 30 numbers that are divisible by 4. Okay? Which means, question में क्या पूछा था? How many numbers are not divisible by 4? So 60 में से 30 are divisible by 4. So 60 minus 30, 30 numbers will not be divisible by 4. The answer to this question is 30. How many of you enjoyed it? How many of you are liking it? How many of you are able to understand this particular question? Chinmay? Good. Others? Samajh aa raha hai? Yeah. You can also react on this.
It's a nice
I
question.
think Saurabh just reacted. Yeah. No? This is important concept and this particular question is extremely important for you to understand PNC. Perfect. So we have done third question as well. Fourth one is really interesting. I'm excited to see how many of you can crack fourth question. And how many numbers do 2 and 8 come together? Just solve it and then type your answers and then we'll discuss in next 1 minute. I want Raman to solve this question for everyone in next 30 seconds.
Sir, is repetition allowed?
No, repetition is not allowed. So unless mentioned in the question, you can assume repetition won't be allowed.
28.
Chalo. Good, Raman. Answer is correct. Please explain it to everyone.
There are 3 cases I have made. like 28 first two places. Then at third place, it can be 3, 5 or 0.
Okay, so what you're saying is, because question says 2 and 8 should come together, you've bundled 2 and 8. So you have this as one digit, then 0, 3 and 5. Right? These are the 4 digits that you have now. So first case, 28 को तुमने यहाँ डाल दिया. ठीक है, then what are you saying? हाँ रमन बताओ.
At third place, there can be 3 digits, and then last there can be 2 digits.
Very good. So you have 6 options here.
Then 28 in middle.
ठीक है.
At first place, there can be 2 digits, and last also 2 digits.
So 4. Similarly, you will have 4 for the last option as well. So this is a total of 14.
Then shuffle 2 8 as 8.
Good. Very good, Raman. But because this question says 2 and 8 can come together, 2 8 and 8 2 bhi ho sakta hai, right? Which means you can reverse 2 and 8. It could be 28 or 82, which means total is, if it's 14, it will be 14 into 2, which is 28 for this particular question. Answer to this question is 28. Is there any student who is not clear with this? Anyone? Sabko clear hai ye? 28. By the way, this question was a CAT level question.
Sir,
हाँ बताओ.
सर अगर ऐसे अप्रोच से करें कि 2 और 8 को फिक्स कर दिया,
ठीक है.
तो 2 और 8 को फिक्स करने के बाद मेरे पास जो 3 पोजीशन, मतलब अब मेरे पास 3
Can you speak in
पोजीशंस हैं.
English? There are some students who don't understand Hindi.
Okay, so after fixing 2 and 8 together, I club them in a box. 2 and
Okay.
8 are clubbed into one box, and then I have 3 digits. So arranging those 3 digits, I have around 4 ways, right? And after that, this box can be I have this box and then 3 more positions. So this box can be arranged in these 3 at any position, right? So that box can be arranged, the box can have any place using 3C2 ways, right? So 3C2 into 4, in that way I tried to do, but I was mistaken somewhere.
See, the only problem with this would be placing 0. If you do 3C2 now, see, I'll tell you what the problem would be. So what you're saying is कि because we wanted a 4-digit number, we definitely would want 2 and 8 to be there. If 2 and 8 is already there, we just need 2 more digits out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Now what you're saying is कि, but see, because there is a 0, that is always going to sort of create a problem for you. कि 0 यहाँ नहीं आ सकता ना on the top. And hence,
right.
the simple NCR won't work at all. Because when you do NCR, you cannot control whether 0 can be there or not. So whenever in question you have 0, it's a red mark for you that you can't apply NCR wala thing. You'll have to go by manual observation. How many digits can come here, separate out 0, and then make cases and then solve it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Chalo. Perfect. Now let's see how many of you can solve fifth one. Now in the fifth question, assume you use all the 5 digits, right? Which means we are talking about a 5-digit number now. From fifth question onward, we are talking about a 5-digit number. So how many 5-digit numbers can you make where 2 comes before 8? Okay, a couple of students have already done it. Awesome. Shubham, Sheetal. I'll give everyone 1 minute. You can do it. 2 has to come before 8. Again, for the sake of clearing the question, 2 coming before 8 does not mean that 2 and 8 has to be consecutive. 2 coming before 8 could be 2 is here, then there are some digits in between, then there is 8. The only thing that is given in the question is 2 has to come before 8. That's it. Right? So you may want to make cases. If 2 is in the first position, then what will happen? If 2 is in the second position, third, fourth, and fifth, mein to ho hi nahi sakta, right? Because 2 can't be in the last place. Because 2 has to be before 8. So everyone, try this. A very good question. By the way, people who were active in the practice group, I have solved this question 1 or 2 days ago in the practice group. Not many students were active there, so people who were active, they knew this method. If you have done 5th, guys, others can move on to question number 6, 7, 8, and 9. This single question, guys, covers the entire PNC, like all of these 9 parts. Chalo, let's try to discuss it. Let me ask Aslam, can you unmute and try to speak up? Like, how are you trying to solve this? Let's solve it together.
Yeah, I haven't got the answer. Like, I'll try solving it.
Yeah. So yeah, like that's okay. Let's just solve it together. So tell me.
There are 5. Yeah, there are 5 positions. Like, first we'll try placing 2 in the first position.
Okay.
Then 8 can be in any of the 4 positions. 4 other positions.
Correct.
When we're giving, like, so though we have lost 2 numbers, like 2 and 8, like considering that we have used them, then in other 3 positions, like there are 3, 2 and 1 possibilities.
Okay, but why do you want to put 8 first, Aslam?
Like not 8 first, like
so how many digits can actually come here?
Yeah, actually, like the 4 digits can come.
4 here. Then
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Fair. So number of cases is?
Yeah, 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. Next case?
Next case, 2 in second position.
Perfect.
And like we won't be able to use 0 there. So 3 possibilities.
Why 3? Can you use 8 here?
8, no. Yeah, 2.
Good.
Yeah, we can't use 8 and 0. Yeah.
Fair. You can't use 8 and 0. So there are 2 possibilities here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
3, 2, 1.
fair. So what is this?
12.
12. Perfect. Next case?
2 in
2.
the third.
Yeah. So how many possibilities here?
Can't use 8 and 0.
Good.
2 possible.
2
2.
possibilities. Fair. How many possibilities here?
We can't use 8 alone. Like so 2 possibilities.
Very good. 2 possibilities. Why 2 possibilities for everyone? Because you can't have 8 here. 2 is already consumed. 1 digit is already consumed here. So in total, you have 3 constraints out of 5 digits, which means you only have 2 available options. Now 3 digits are gone. So remaining 2, it is 2 and 1.
Yeah.
So in total 8. Good. Next case, say you have 2 here. Then
2 in fourth position. Like here we can't use 2.
Then
Can't use 8. 3 is 2.
good. 2. Then 1. Why 1? You can't use 2. Sorry, you can't use 8 here, right? So 8 is out of the picture then. And 3 digits are gone. Right? So 4 digits are gone. So you have 1 possibility here. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is 1. So in total 4. Cool. So what is this? And last option, when you have 2 in the last digit, then
Not possible because like there are no options. Like
good.
we can't put 8
You
up.
can't have 2 here because 2 can't come at the end. 2 has to be before it. Good. So total, how many cases are there?
48.
48. Awesome, yeah. Why were you not able to solve it by yourself? Answer is correct. It's 48.
Yeah, I tried to lock 8 also. Like that may be good.
So learning is don't lock any number until it is given in the question. The only number to lock is 0. That's it. Other than that, have flexibility so that you don't get stuck.
So we can use another method to solve it also. So in that method, 10 cases happen like 2 and 8. We use them to place simultaneously. Like firstly, in first position 2 is placed, and 8 is in second, third, fourth, fifth. Four
Just
cases.
1 minute, Mohit. Before we move on to alternate methods, is this method clear to everyone? Placing 2 in different position and then deciding where all 8 can come. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, no? And then we'll talk about alternatives. Sabko clear hai? Chalo, theek hai. Guys, please try to be responsive. I would not know if you don't respond. So either comment or say yes, no, or give me an emoji. Fair. Achan, sorry, someone else was saying something. Please continue the alternate approach.
So in the alternate approach, we can place 2 and 8 simultaneously. So in that case, let's say we put 2 in the first position, then 8 in second, third, fourth, and fifth. So 4 cases with that. Then 2 in second position, 8 in third, fourth, and fifth. Then 2 in third, 8 in fourth and fifth. And
same thing, yeah. It is exactly same as what Aslam solved it for.
10 cases happen, it will be long method. Yeah.
Correct. Number of cases would increase, right? What we did was we had 5 cases, you would have 10 cases because you're also trying to place a constraint on 8. Ideally, 8 pe though we know ki if 2 is here, 8 can have either of the 4 places. So the only thing to do is to start with 0. That's what we have learned so far. Ki have positions for different digits and then try to see how many digits can actually come here. Just apply your brain, think about it, and just mark that digit and then multiply it. Okay? Fair. Any other method that anyone has used, got stuck, please get it clarified. Yeah, somebody saying something? No. Okay. So everyone has used the same method? Even students who were able to answer it? Was it the same method?
Sir, there's another method.
हाँ रमन बताओ.
Like there are total 96 cases, 96 types. So either
How
2
are
will
there
come
96
before or
digits? We have 5-digit numbers. So 4 possibilities here, then 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is 96. We have a total of 96 5-digit numbers. Perfect.
so either 2 will come before or 0 will come before. So
Very good.
dividing it by 2.
Awesome. So now this is what you all have to do in CAT. You have a total of 96 5-digit numbers, right? And the question में क्या बोला है? In how many 5-digit numbers you have to, in how many 5-digit numbers will 2 be before 8? Now 2 can either be before 8 or 2 can be after 8. These are the only possibilities you have, right? So if there are a total of 96 numbers, by symmetry, there is no constraint on 2, there is no constraint on 8. So either 2 will come before 8 or 2 will come after 8. So in 50% of the cases, 2 will be before 8. In 50% of the cases, 2 will be after 8. So the answer to this question should be 96 by 2 equals to 48. Clear? We could not do it in 4 cases because wahan pe 2 and 8 coming together and 2 and 8 not coming together, these are not similar events. 2 and 8 cannot come together because there is 1 digit between them, because there is 2 digits between them, 3 digits between them. It could be anything. They are not symmetrical, right? But here though it is 2 will either be before 8 or after 8. So you can apply that symmetry and can solve it. Clear everyone? This shortcut? Jaldi batao. We are running short of time.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, if I'll ask you how many numbers will 2 come after 8? How would you solve it?
Same way, 96 by 2.
96 by 2.
Yes.
Okay. Fair. But if I ask you in how many numbers will 0 come after 8? How would you solve it? Just think. You don't have to solve it. I just want you guys to think how do you approach this particular question. In how many numbers will 0 come after 8? Can you not apply 96 by 2 here?
No.
No. Okay. Shubham, can you answer? Why can't you apply 96 by 2 here? So ideally you could have done it for every other digit except 0. जब 0 आ जाए picture में, that's a red alarm to you कि 0 में you can't apply your conventional methods. There will be some strictness, so you'll have to do it by cases only. Same way, the way we sort of did it. You will fix 0 on right, then 0 on the second position, third position, and fourth position, and then make cases and then do it. Okay? Method would be exactly same. So let's move on to the next question. In how many numbers will there be exactly one digit between 2 and 0? Everyone should be able to solve this question now. Come on. Simple question. Eh? In how many numbers will there be exactly one digit between 2 and 0? I think almost everyone has solved it. Can anyone explain it to me? How do we solve this question? Any student who hasn't spoken so far? And trust me, the student who tries to take volunteering and explaining to everyone, uska concept सबसे ज़्यादा clear होगा. So anyone who wants to do it, please do it. Let me
Sir,
yeah. Yeah, man.
हाँ तो three basic cases बनेंगे. So the first case is 2 in the leftmost position and 0 in the middle position. Similarly, 2 in second position and 2 in third position. So first, for the first case, there will be 3 into 2 into 2 total. 3 into 2 total cases. So 6.
Sorry, how did you get it? You have 3 numbers here, 2 here. So 3 to 2, 6 cases here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Similarly,
Similarly, for
you
the
have
next one, for 3 into 2 and 2 and 0 can interchange. So into 2 again.
correct.
And for the third one also same into 2. So yeah.
So the only catch here is we can't do 6 into 2 here because you cannot interchange 2 and 0. 0 can't come in the first position. Good. So this is what? 6 into 5, 30. Clear? Any student has any doubt here? It is a straightforward question. Perfect. Let's see who all can solve 7th one. 7th is the most critical question. And I'm not expecting you guys to be able to solve it unless you have solved this question earlier, but at least I would want you guys to try for it. Sum of all the 4-digit numbers. Finding that the number of 4-digit numbers is okay, but how do you sum it? It's tricky. So of course, you can't go by the conventional PNC wala thing because based on the number, sum would change. So you'll have to think differently. Give it 1-2 minutes and then let's discuss it. Okay. I don't know the answer, guys. It's a long answer. That's all I know. But just cross-check your methods. A hint for everyone would be, say for example, we had only 2 digits. Right? Or maybe, say for example, we had only 3 digits, 0, 2, and 3. Okay, and we had to find the sum of all. See, जब भी ऐसा बड़ा question आए ना, you break question into smaller chunks, try to find the pattern and then try to solve it. ठीक है? अगर मान लो ये पूछते कि यार सारे 3-digit numbers का sum निकालो. ठीक है? Now, how many 3 digits numbers are actually possible from this? 0 आ नहीं सकता. It will be 203, 230, 302, or 320 if repetition is not allowed. Right? You can have 2 possibilities here, 2 here, and 1 here. So in total, you can have 4 numbers. Okay? Now, how do you calculate sum of it? Is what you have to think. See, what is this? Either you try to take the sum or you try to break this into 200 plus 00 plus 3 because 3 is nothing but 3, 0 यहाँ पे, so it is 00. So 0 का तो there is no significance at all, right? If it is 2 here, it is nothing but 200. So this is 200 plus 3. This is 200 plus 30. So 3, if it comes in the last place, it is 3. 3, if it comes in the second place, it is 30. If 3 is here in the top position, it is 300 plus 2. And this is nothing but 300 plus 20. Right? So based on where 2 and 3 are, the term changes. So it is 200, 200, 300, 300, 220, 3 and 30. Now this should give you guys some hint on how do you approach this particular question. There is some symmetry, some pattern coming up. Give it 1 minute and then let's discuss it. It is the most difficult question for today. After doing this question, we'll wrap up the session, but just stay alert for a few more minutes. It is very important. Any student who was able to crack it, let's see. Sum of numbers in last and second last digit, okay? So see, if you try to learn from this particular question, यहाँ से ये क्या समझ के आ रहा है कि zero का तो कोई value ही नहीं होता sum में, right? Because zero कहीं पे भी आ जाए, its value is absolutely zero. So we only have to worry about 2 and 3 here, right? And when we are worrying about 2 and 3, what are we doing? We are simply saying कि if based on where exactly 2 is, it is going to be a 3-digit number, right? Whether 2 is here or 2 is here or 2 is here, it has a different value. If it is here, it has a value of 200. If 2 is here, it has a value of 20. If 2 is here, it has a value of 2, right? Which means, so what I'm trying to do is, rather than finding the numbers, taking the sum, I'm trying to calculate the individual value of every digit. So I'm starting with 2. So 2 का value कितना है? 200. But 200 का value 2 कितने numbers को दे पाएगा? Which means in how many numbers will 2 have a value of 200? So total number of such numbers where 2 will essentially come here is what? If 2 is here, remaining digits are 0 and 3. So I can have 2 options here. I can have 1 option here. So in total, there would be 2 such numbers. We just saw 203 and 230, which means the total value of 2 would be what? 200 into 2. Similarly, if 2 is here, I can have only 1 digit here. It has to be 3. If I have 1 digit here, it has to be 1. So that the total value of 2 in the second position is 20 into 1. Similarly, if 2 is here, I can't have 0 here. So here it has to be 3. I have only 1 option and the leftover is here. So again, the value is this. So in total, can I see कि यार जो भी sum होगा उसमें से 2 की वजह से sum कितना आएगा? It is nothing but we just try to do this sum, right? What is this? This is nothing but 200 into 2 plus this. So just a minute. Yes. This is 200 plus 20, 420 or 424 निकल के आता है, right? If we just try to solve it. Clear? Now similarly, you would do it for 3. Yeah, 3 में भी तो exactly same होगा, right? So you may not have to do the sum here if it was 3, right? If it was 3, तो क्या होगा? Again same 300 into 2, then 30 into 1, and then 3 into 1. Because जहाँ पे 2 होगा बस उसकी जगह 3 would change. Otherwise, the numbers are going to remain exactly same, right? So now I just have to sum these things, right? So can I try to sum it in a logical fashion? What is this? 200 into 2, 300 into 2. So यहाँ से 200 common आ जाएगा. This is nothing but 200 into 2 plus 3. Plus यहाँ से 10 common आ जाएगा. So again 10 into 2 plus 3. Plus again यहाँ से this is nothing but 2 plus 3. Right? So overall if I take 2 plus 3 common, this is nothing but 200 plus 10 plus 1. Right? So this is nothing but 211. So 211 into 5 is my total number of possibilities. ये method सबको clear हुआ? When we had only 3 digit, how do we solve this? See, this is here. I'm not able to type. Just give me 1 minute. Pointer options, filter, yes. So I had 6 numbers, right? यार बहुत खसपस हो गया, but हाँ, one was this. Second was this. Then this. I had to essentially add these 6 numbers. So मैंने simple किया है कि 200 into 2 plus 300 into 2. What is this? 200 into 2 and 300 into 2. यहाँ से 2 कॉमन आ जाएगा, यहाँ से 100 कॉमन आ जाएगा. So 200 मैंने कॉमन ले लिया and 2 plus 3 कर दिया अंदर. Right? So this is what I've done. Everyone, please tell me if this was clear. If it's not clear, please ask me what was not clear. Need a response, guys. That was the rule number 1. It has to be either yes or no. Everyone, come on. 20 students are there. Last step as in, I just calculated the individual value of number from 2 and 3 and then I wanted to add them. So this was just key.
The
If I
last
try to
line,
add them, last line as in this one.
2 plus 3 and then 200 plus 10 plus 1.
Okay, this step.
Yes.
Is this what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay. See, what I'm doing here is, I got here 2 अगर first पे आता है उसका value is 200. I can have 2 such numbers. Similarly, अगर 2 की जगह 3 आएगा, its value would be 300 and I could have 2 such numbers. Right? Then what I want to do is, I'm just trying to add all of these 6 numbers, right? So 200 into 2 plus 300 into 2. This is 300 into 2 plus 200 into 2 करोगे क्या आएगा? 2 common ले लोगे, then again 100 can be taken common. So 200 can be taken common. So 200 into 2 plus 3. Similarly, 20 into 1 and 30 into 1. I'm just trying to add them. Add these 6 numbers. That's all I'm doing in the last step. Is it clear, Shubham? How did I reach to this step?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, others, except Muskan, no one has responded here. Why do you want me to ask this 5 times? It's 11 already. Sheetal, Mohit,
Yes, understood, sir.
you guys want me to ask you 10?
Understood, sir.
Understood, sir. Clear.
Please maintain some decorum. If I'm asking you, I want a response from every student. Else, it won't work.
Clear, sir.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, then it takes you 5
Yeah.
seconds to say yes. Please do that. It helps. Okay. So the way we have done it for 3 digits, similarly, we have to do it for 5 digits now. Exactly same method, nothing changes. Okay. So maybe, wait. So yeah, first of all, let's try to do it via a subjective method and then I'll tell you that shortcut. Okay, going forward, if you have to solve such numbers, you don't have to do all of it. Okay. So now if you have to do it, what will you do? Same thing. It's a 4-digit number, right? So 2 can be here. We'll start with 2 and then we'll just do it for 3, 5 and 8 as well. 2 can be here. Please pay attention. 2 can be here and 2 can be here. Right? Now please tell me the expression for this first case. What is the value of 2 in this particular position? It is 2000. Very good. And how many such numbers are possible where 2 is here?
24.
24. Others? How many such numbers are possible? You have 5 digits. 2 is already done. The remaining is 4. 4
24.
into 3 is 2.
24.
So 24. Very good. Similarly, what should be the expression here?
200 into 18.
200 into
18.
18. Awesome. How 18? It could be, it can't be 2, it can't be 0. So you have 3 options here, 3 here, 2 here. 3 into 3 into 2, 18. Good. Next one. How many options?
18.
18. Very good. Last one. How many options?
18.
18. Very good. So in total, what is this? If I have to simplify this, this is nothing but 2000 into 24 plus 18 into 200 plus 20 plus 2, right? So this is nothing but 18 into 222, correct? Similarly, if I have to do it for 3, 5 and 8, can I simply say if it was for 3, this expression has to be, instead of 2, it will be 3, right? So this is nothing but 3000 into 24 plus 18 into 333. Of course, you can go and do it, but can you visualize that this is what the final expression would be? because the only thing that's going to change in 3 is instead of this 2, you will have 3 here. 3, 3, 3, 3. That's all what would change. Similarly, you'll write this for 5,000. Similarly, you'll write this for 8,000 as well. So if you have to finally calculate it, will the answer not be? Yahan se you will take 24,000 common. So this is 24 into 1,000 into 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus under say you will take 18 common. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 8, 8, 8. So you can take 1, 1, 1 common as well. Again, you will have 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8. And then you will solve this. This would be your final answer. Clear, everyone?
Yep.
How do we solve such questions? This is the only method to solve it.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now do you want to learn some shortcut? How do you directly write the answer for such questions in one line? The exam? Make sure you're clear with the subjective approach. That's very important. Okay. So whenever, so for example, see, in this case method it was 0. Wherever 0 comes, it increases our problem because we can't apply any direct formula. Okay, but for example, if we have to find the sum of all the 4-digit numbers using the digits 2, 3, 4, and 5 without repetition, if this was the question, then this is how you do it, right? You'll try to take positional values, exactly same what we just discussed. Okay. Similarly, you will do it for all the other digits as well, and then you will try to add it. Okay. Which means if you have to do it for any question, okay, such that particular question does not have 0 in it, that's first, because if 0 comes, everything changes. We have seen it, right? That entire pattern goes for a toss. Again, you can derive your own formula ki 0 hota hai to kya hota hai, but at least if 0 is not there, and trust me, this question you would see very often in your mocks. Here, how many, find the sum of all the 5-digit numbers using digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do? You simply say n is equals to 5. So the answer has to be nothing but this. N is 5, so 5 minus 1 is 4 factorial. It is 4 factorial. 1, 2, 3 plus 4 plus 5. If it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sum of all the 5 digits. 5 into 6 by 2, it is 15 into 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is your final answer. Okay. Again, this is not rocket science. This is what you yourself has derived it. Ki andar 1, 1, 1 bachta hai if it was a 3-digit or a 4-digit number, right? So based on that, this is the general formula that you can use. Again, if 0 is not included. If 0 is included, you won't be able to apply it because then number of cases change. If 0 is not applicable, you can directly say n minus 1 factorial into sum of all the possible digits into repeat 1 n times. If it is a 5-digit number, say 1, 2, 3, say 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. If it is a 4-digit, say 1, 1, 1, 1. Clear on the shortcut? So now let's try to solve the last 2 questions, and that would complete our PNC class 1. So 8th question is, if all the possible 4-digit numbers are arranged in the increasing order, find the rank of this. Again, easy question now. Okay. Someone says 41, someone says 42, someone says 44. Okay. See, rank is asked, right? So rank kya hota hai? Be very careful while answering. Options are 41, 42, 43, and 44. Everyone, I'm sure each and every student can solve this. Janvi, can you speak up? How are you trying to solve this question?
Oh, I'm actually confused with this one.
Why? Or what are you thinking about this?
I cannot find the particular rank.
Okay. But what do you mean by rank, first of all?
The order, I mean, after how many numbers will that number come?
Okay. Which essentially means you have to find all the 4-digit numbers that are smaller than this and then add 1 to it.
Okay.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now can you start finding all the 4-digit numbers?
Hmm.
These 5 digits which are less than this. How do you do it? If it has to be less than this, what all could be the cases if it's a 4-digit number? So let's go step by step. What all could it start with? Could it start with 8?
No.
Could it start with 5?
No.
Could it start with 0?
No.
Could it start with 2?
Yes.
So can I say any number which is starting with 2 will definitely be smaller than this?
Yes.
Now can you calculate total number of numbers that are starting with 2?
2. 1 into 4 into 3 into 2.
Sorry?
1 into 4 into 3 into 2.
It's a, from where are you getting 1?
2 will be the first.
Okay, so this is 4 into 3 into 2 is what you're
Yes.
saying. So in total you have 24 such numbers that start with 2 and all of them will definitely be smaller than this.
Yes.
Okay. Next, let's start with 3. If the first digit is 3, will all the numbers that start with 3 will definitely be smaller than this?
No.
No. Then you essentially go to the second digit, right? If you're having 0 here, all the numbers starting with 30 will be smaller than this.
Correct.
How many such cases are there?
1, 1, 3 and 2, 6.
Very good. There are in total 6 cases that starts with 30. Now after 0, which number should I check?
3, 5, 8, 2. So we can 2.
2. ठीक है. 2 का भी same आएगा?
हाँ.
ठीक है. So this is 6 into 2. ठीक है. Now next number to check would be 0 is done, 2 is done. What's next?
5.
5. Now 3, 5. ठीक है. अभी 3, 5. Again, we should go in depth because not all the numbers with 3, 5 will be lesser than this. So let's talk about a third position. Could be 0.
Yes.
It could be 2.
Yes.
So all the numbers with 3, 5, 0 will be lesser than this. How many such numbers are there?
2 and 1. 2 numbers.
2 numbers. Very good. Similarly, 2 numbers here. Then the last one will be 3, 5, 0 is done, 2 is done. It has to be 8. 3, 5 and 8. Right? Again, 8 mein, our number was 3, 5, 8 and 2. So it could be just 0.
Yes.
Right? Which means 1
1.
such number. So in total, how many numbers are there? 24
30.
plus 12, 36.
33.
Sorry?
1 second.
Yeah.
39.
Please do it again.
41, sorry.
41. So in total, you have 41 such numbers which are lower than that. If there are 41 numbers before that, what would be the rank of this number?
42.
It has to be 42. Awesome. The answer to this question is 42, and this is the only way which you have discussed to solve it. Everyone, is this clear? How do you solve rank A questions?
Yes, sir.
See, now if I have to tweak this question, तो exam में इस तरीके से भी आएगा कि, for example, you have 4 alphabet A, B, C, and D. In a dictionary, assume there are all the 4-letter words. Okay, what would be the rank of a word D, A, B, C? Again, that question is nothing but exactly same as what we just discussed. But I'm telling you that there could be one more variant and application to this. You have to find total number of numbers, total number of letters or numbers before that, and then add 1 to it to find the rank. Perfect. So let's end with a very simple question. I want 20 responses to the last question within 5-10 seconds. I'm sure you all are sleepy. At least I am. How many 4 digits number are possible using these 5 digits and repetition is allowed? Answer is 500. How do we do it? We have 4 digits, first digit mein there could be 4 options, then 5 into 5 into 5. So 124 into 4, it's 250 into 2, 500 is the answer. Everyone clear with the last question? It was a simple one. So if this is done, I think we are done with the first lecture. This was the idea, but would love to know your feedback on the batch group. Was it clear? At least people who were thinking PNC is difficult, is it sounding easy? I think we have just covered 15-20%, but in terms of concepts, we have pretty much covered majority of the concepts. Now we'll be solving questions, we'll be solving CAT level questions, difficult questions as well in the subsequent sessions. But how confident are you feeling? I know it's late, it's 11:15, 11:20, but see, best thing, especially in quant, is you have to enjoy it. Unless you enjoy the subject, if you start watching time here, time ho gaya, then quant mein number lana is difficult. But if it's like that you're enjoying the topic, 10 question aur karne hai, only then you would be in a position that you can score 99.5 plus. So you have to be absolutely marry yourself with that subject if you're targeting a good percentile. Okay, so I think enough of Gyan. We'll see you. I'll see you, I don't know when, most likely on a weekday, or if not, then we'll have the next session on Saturday. Okay. Chalo, all the best, guys. Good night, and do check out that mock wala video. And I am personally sharing the LRDI Setka series. Take out time. It's not just quant. So take out time to do these sets and interact with me whenever you are stuck. Interact with me if you need a clarity. But it's June, hardly 4-5 months are left, and it's going to decide your next year. So make sure you go all in. You can't leave anything beside. You can't have any backlog right now. It's the most crucial thing. If you miss something right now, wo cheez ab agle saal hi hogi. So you won't get time in this year if you miss out something. So be on the top of things. Try to solve everything that is thrown to you on the very same day. Don't create any backlog right now. Okay.